How would you like to change your interface in Vectorworks so that it's much quicker for you to do the things you like to do? For example, select all those things together, compose those together, and then change their line weight together. Hi, I'm Jonathan Pickup, and today I wanted to look at this issue here with customizing your workspace, customizing your interface to make it much quicker for you to draw. I customized mine just a little bit, just enough to make it really quick for me to draw. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. I've changed to my standard Vectorworks Architect workspace. First thing I'm going to do is to start customizing my contextual menu. So just here, you'll find the hamburger or the menu command. Click on Customize, and now we can customize this architect. So I'm just going to rename it so I know it's mine, and I can change tools. I can get rid of tools that I don't use. For example, I don't use this. I can just hit the delete key to get rid of that. I might find I hardly ever use double line. I can actually just pop that underneath. See the little blue line there? I can just pop that underneath the line tool, and so it'll actually just disappear. When I need it, I can still get access to it. But the real question for my client was, how do I add those contextual menu items? They're under menus, and we're looking for document context and object context. Now, document context is when you right click on the document away from everything, and the object context is when you right click on an object. Now, there are lots of things that I don't use. So for example, activate class, activate layer, they really require you to click on an object to activate it. So since they're document context, I don't use them very often. I don't use paste, I use the keyboard shortcut, so I delete that. Select all, I use the keyboard shortcut for that. Active layer scale, there's actually an option up here for activating the active layer scale, so I could get rid of that too. So I get rid of the things that I know I don't want. So next one, object context. So there are some things here that I'd like to leave. For example, for select is really useful. Activate class and activate layer. They're actually quite useful when you don't know what layer something is on or what class something is on. You can right click on the object and activate their class or layer. For select is also really cool because when you right click on something, it takes you to that layer or to that class, activates it even if it's gray, and makes it easy. Create similar object, for me, there's a keyboard shortcut, which is the option plus the command key or the control plus alt if you're on a Windows machine. So I get rid of that. I don't use these very often. Select coincident objects, I usually use that one when I'm using the J click, although select coincident objects will look through your entire file as well, which is really cool. Create objects from shape I use a lot. Cut, copy and paste, I know the keyboard shortcuts for that, so they're gone as well. And I don't want that one, the smart options display. And so I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff that I don't need. Now I'm not using a lot of project sharing, so I can get rid of those as well. Lock and unlock I use, and the send and the rotate, I use those a lot. But there's also some that I do use a lot, which are not listed here. One which is really useful for me is the select connected objects. Now I use the select connected objects a lot because they're the one where you can click on an object and everything that it joins to gets selected. So I use that one quite a lot. What about compose and decompose? They're under modify, so I'm looking for compose. I use this quite a lot. And decompose, which is here, I use that a lot. And I also use a lot of the architectural ones. So let's have a look for AEC. We want to create roof. Let's create roof. Now if I can't find it, then what I'm going to do is go to all menus, look for create, and I'm looking for create roof, which should be here. So there's create roof. I use this one a lot because I do a lot of architectural work. What else have we got? I don't want to create sheet list, create viewport. I could use that one quite a lot as well. It's really handy if you put on your right click. One of the nice things about putting stuff on your right click is that it doesn't take your eye away from the object that you're working on. Whereas on the menu, you've got to think about which menu it is, come up here, it takes your mind away from what you're doing, and when you come back, you've got to recalibrate your brain to get you working again. So those are just a few that I use. One of the things I often do is to make separators between them to help me see them easily. So that'll make it a lot easier for me to see them. So let's go back to that. I've got a new modified workspace. So now what I can do is I can right click, decompose, select an object, right click on it, select connected objects, selects all of those, right click, compose, and it makes it so much quicker to work. So I hope you like that. Thanks for the idea, Jane. It's really useful and I appreciate your question. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you're not already a subscriber, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell so you get notified. If you really like these movies, think about becoming a member. You can support me a little bit, you can support me a lot, you can even join in my live webinars and ask questions. Check out the membership. Thanks, bye.